Welcome to another installment in our Summer Series tournament in the movie Melee. You know what? Tonight, we got ourselves a good match. We got, I believe it's the number 6 seed, Tony Durso, and the 20-something seed. What is it, Dylan? 27. Okay. I don't know brackets on top of my head, guys. It's on there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But should have a solid match. Tony, good stable. Anthony, known to play some solid games in here. He's beat both the hosts here. But speaking of hosts, Dylan's right here with me. What kind of match do you think we got today here, Dylan?
Yeah, I think it should be a good one. Anthony is definitely never one to be counted out in these type of situations. I mean, look at just most recently this year. I mean, the guy who just challenged for the title, Ryan Payne, Anthony took him to the limit, doing an amazing match. So, and he has some very impressive wins, like TKO'd Scott Harvey. Like he's a phenomenal player. Tony, obviously, great player as well. Like I think he was in the number 6 seed last year, I believe, in the tournament as well. Just consistently playing at a high rate. Should be a great match.
It should be. Let's go ahead and bring in our first competitor. Got Anthony Tisdall, and as manager for today, Will Cohen. Anthony,
hi.
How are you feeling today?
I feel like I am going to get destroyed by Tony. I mean, it sucks when you have to play a faction member, but it sucks even worse when I have to play someone with a great first name. Let me tell you that. Fantastic first name, one of the best out there. But he's also a really good player, and he's really good, and his strengths are so batshit crazy that I don't know what to do about them. But, I mean, I'm here. We'll see. We're going to see what happens.
So I just want to quickly just state that for the time being, I'm temporarily changing my name to Tony so we could actually have Tony here.
Nice.
So, but Anthony, if you're going to self-deprecate, you need to do it better than this because we all know that you're a really good player. Just because your record doesn't match it doesn't mean that you're not a good player. But you know what? Let's just see where this goes. Let's just have some fun.
That's my plan. Let's go.
Alrighty, with that, we taking away Will here for a little bit, and we're bringing in your opponent, Tony Durso, and his manager, Jake Meltzer. Tony, Jake, what's up?
Before Tony steps in, I do want to say I have also legally changed my name to Tony, so we can be Tony. Tony? Shout out Popstar, great movie, watch it. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. This is Tony's first match of the year, I believe, which is insane because of how good of a player he is. And I'm just happy I finally actually get to manage him because I've been sort of chomping at the bit for that this year. And I'm excited to actually like be in his corner, especially at Anthony's expense because I know that I know for him, it's just yet another thing for him to just add to that self-deprecation excellence that he so exudes from every pore of his body. But now I'll let Tony talk.
Yeah, I'll just say, it's like Anthony thinks that he has no shot. I haven't played a singles match in Multiplex since last July or August. So,
damn.
Rusty is freaking gonna be the big word for me. So I just hope I don't embarrass myself too much.
Alrighty. Well, let's say goodbye to Jake for now. And I'll just get into round number 1, which it's going to be your basic whiteboard round, the one everybody knows how to do it. You're going to have 15 seconds to answer the question, write down your whiteboard. At the end of that, you will show and verbalize your answer. Good ass 8 of those bad boys, and get all 8 right. If for each correct answer, you get a point. If you get all 8 right, get a bonus question. You also get 3 repeats and a challenge to be used throughout the match. All right, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll get started. The category of the 2000s. Which 2000 sci-fi film involves robotic characters named David and Gigolo Joe?
We'll say I definitely understand how Tony feels about not wanting to embarrass himself because that's how I feel every time I host one of these matches. So,
yeah. I mean, I already stumbled on some words, so we're already kind of getting out there. It won't be the last time, So get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's start with Tony.
Terrible spelling, but artificial intelligence.
And Anthony.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay. I'm going to accept both answers. You feel good with that, Dylan?
Should we pause here, maybe?
All right. Unfortunately, we can only accept AI, artificial intelligence, so we only accepting Anthony's answer. So he gets a point, and Tony will miss it.
And Jake would like to be
Yeah.
brought in.
Yeah, let's bring Jake in.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's gonna hang out here.
Yeah, I think it is the name of the movie. It is artificial intelligence is what AI stands for. I think it's the same. I think they're essentially the same thing. There's no other movie that is named artificial intelligence other than this one. It's clear that he is referencing this movie. So I think based on all that, I think that we will challenge that. I think artificial intelligence is also an acceptable answer.
We'll be right back after this challenge.
Is that a challenge?
Back. We have concluded that because artificial intelligence it's not really a subtitle. It's kind of a part of the whole title. So just artificial. We could not accept just artificial intelligence. We needed the whole thing. So with that, Tony will lose his challenge throughout the match, and we will keep moving along to question number 2, Dylan.
Yep, which will come in the category of comedy. Which Saturday Night Live performer stars as a con man named Eddie in the 1990 comedy Opportunity Knocks? Gotta love challenges on the first question.
Cool.
Awesome.
I mean, I feel like that's happened to us several times. So we're used to it at this point. We
Yes.
kind of knew what to do.
We attract controversy in this
Five.
sport we play.
3, 2, 1. Unfortunately, pens down. Let's go over to Anthony.
No idea. Steve Martin.
Okay, and Tony.
No idea. I said Chevy Chase.
Good answer.
And with that, no more perfect rounds. Both are incorrect. Dana Carvey was the
Oh,
correct
shit,
answer.
I was thinking him too.
So
See?
we will stay
Ross
1 to
Anthony.
we'll stay 1-0. Anthony's favor. Going to the next question. Category classics. Steve McQueen plays a teenager who faces off against an extraterrestrial threat in which 1958 sci-fi horror film? I don't know when it was a good time to bring up, but my middle name is Anthony, so should we just start calling me Anthony?
Really?
That's exceptional knowledge.
5, 4,
I was gonna say
3.
I'll allow it.
2, 1.
Proof.
Pens down. Let's go over to Tony
The Blob.
and Anthony.
The Blob.
Blob is correct. Moving on.
Your next question comes in the category of recent releases. In the film Causeway, Jennifer Lawrence's character has a brother with what disability? Have you seen the original The Blob?
No. Has anybody?
The theme song is amazing. The movie is boring as shit.
That's what I've always heard. There's never 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go over to Anthony
Autism.
I
and Tony.
said he's a paraplegic.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for deaf. Who's deaf?
Oh. Yeah.
All right, moving on to your next question in the category of biopics. Which actress plays Queen Elizabeth I in the 2018 film Mary, Queen of Scots?
Okay.
Have you ever married a Queen of Scots?
Unfortunately, no. Had an opportunity
Yeah.
once, but
Yeah.
just kind of pass it up. I had too much going
Okay.
on. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just couldn't fit it in. What the hell? Oh God. Pins down. Tony, save us.
Margot Robbie.
Anthony.
No idea. I said Olivia Colman.
Margot Robbie is correct. Pretend that never happened, Dylan.
The next question comes to the category of action/adventure. In which 1980s action film does the protagonist fight a psychotic Vietnam veteran named Mr. Joshua?
Not sure where to go from here.
That's true.
I feel like I
We're the best hosting duo, I think, in Melee.
100%, especially after that. 5, 4, 3,
I'm enjoying
2,
it.
and 1. Pens down. Believe it or Tony, I think. I don't know.
Jesus. Lethal Weapon.
And Anthony.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon is the correct answer. Moving on to your penultimate question. Category of directors.
Yeah.
Who directed the romantic comedies And So It Goes, The Story of Us, and Rumor Has It?
Are you a fan of Adele?
Fine, yeah. Like Skyfall, yeah. It's all right.
What about you don't like Rumor Has It? That's a good song.
I mean, I don't even know. I've definitely heard it. I couldn't tell it apart from anything else.
That's fair.
5, 4,
Rumor has
3,
it.
2,
That's the one.
1. Pens down. Let's go over to Anthony.
I don't know. Nora Ephron.
And Tony.
Same thing. Nora Ephron.
Both are incorrect.
Yeah.
We are looking for Rob Reiner.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So your last question of round number 1 will come in the category of the 1970s. What is the profession of the title character John Clute in the 1971 film Clute?
What's your opinion on character names who are the title of the films?
They're so selfish, man. Why you gotta be like the
Yeah.
main attraction? I don't know. You're the main character, okay, buddy.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
1.
I'm
Feel the
feeling-
same way about Dave Matthews Band. Pens down. Tony
I said detective.
and Anthony.
I'm on the same wavelength. Detective.
Detective, private detective. We accept both those answers,
Oh shit.
or either variation of those answers. So both are correct. Leaves us tied. Scored 4-4. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have. Yes.
Alrighty. And with that, we'll be moving on to round number 2, which is our patented wheel round, in which our competitors will each get a chance to spin our lovely wheel, in which if they like what the spin on the first time, they can keep it. Or if not, they don't like it, they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep it they land on the second time. From that category, they'll get 5 points apiece. Each worth 2 points. They can also go down to multiple choice, which will devalue the point value to 1 point. And categories on today's wheel are the strengths of most 1,000 films starring Amir Khan, Oscars, fandom sci-fi icons, comic book movies, music, coming of age /teen, 1990s, scores and soundtracks, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Since we are tied, even the Tony, you are higher ranked. Would you like to spin first, defer? But you probably want your manager here. Here he
Sure.
is.
Hey Jake.
Yeah. Hey Tony. I want Anthony to get first crack at hating himself. So let him.
Absolutely.
All
We'll
right.
defer.
That. Goodbye to Jake. Hello, Will. And
Just
Anthony.
remember, nice guys finish last, but they always go first.
And this will be your first spin.
Yeah.
And lands
nice.
on the category of spinner's choice.
All right.
What are you feeling?
Options.
I'm between obviously my strengths, but I kind of want to keep fandom sci-fi icons on there for him, maybe. So maybe just do
Okay.
comic book movies and see how that goes, because it's not.
If always trust your gut. If that's what you want, let's go for it.
Yeah, let's do that, because there's so many things on here that scare me. Comic book movies.
Alrighty, we'll take away the wheel.
Joke's on
And-
that. I've managed you in fandom.
Take away Will. Dylan, please read them our comic book movie questions.
Sure. All right. So, Anthony, your first question in the category of comic book movies. At what type of location does Kid witness Flat Top kill a bunch of gangsters at the beginning of Dick Tracy?
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
A restaurant?
One.
That is incorrect. So Tony for the 2-point steal.
Say a bar.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for a garage.
Damn it.
So your next question, Anthony. Ant-Man is primarily set in what U.S. city?
San Francisco.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is the name of the alien lantern voiced by Jeffrey Rush in Green Lantern?
Oh. Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A. Kilowog, B. Abin Sur, C. Tomar Ray, or D. Mogo.
Oh, I thought I saw that one, but I don't know if it is. Tomar Ray?
That is correct for 1 point.
Glad I didn't guess it because I would have missed the Ray.
Your penultimate question. Who directed The Wolverine?
Fuck. Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A. James Mangold, B. Josh Boone, C. Gavin Hood, or D. Simon Kinberg.
Gavin Hood.
That is incorrect. So Tony for the 1 point steal. Is it A. James Mangold, B. Josh Boone, C. Gavin Hood, or D. Simon Kinberg?
James Mangold.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Oh, yeah. I thought I did the last one.
All right. So, Anthony, your final question in this category. In what comic book movie will you find a superhero team called Justice Forever?
Kick-Ass 2.
That is correct for 2 points.
Alrighty, with that, Anthony finishing up his turn. Getting a score up to 9. Tony with that 1 steal, getting a score up to 5. And with that, we'll bring back up the wheel and bring back in Jake.
Yeah.
And this will be Tony's first spin.
Good job taking advantage of Anthony's incompetence with directors. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's
And you land on the category of fandom, sci-fi icons.
Hey, Tony, you been watching these lately?
I've watched some of them.
Okay. Some is not.
Yeah,
No.
some's not really where I want to go at this point. So
Yeah, I think we should spin again.
yeah, let's spin again. And
With that, you must keep what you land on this time.
be the same thing.
And you land on the category of coming of age / teen.
all right.
So, that's,
You got this, buddy.
see you later, Jake. All right, and I'll be asking your questions. Category coming of age / teen. Are you ready, Tony?
Yep.
Alrighty, your first question. Who plays Principal Worth in Love, Simon?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Adam Scott, B. Tony Hale, C. Joel McHale, or D. Ty Burrell. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
D.
D. Ty Burrell is incorrect. Going over to Anthony for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Adam Scott, B. Tony Hale, C. Joel McHale, or D. Ty Burrell?
I think we keep the name thing going and go Tony Hale.
Tony Hale is correct for the 1-point steal. Going over to your next question. What 2017 film is about a teenager who has spent her whole life confined to her home, who falls in love for the boy next door?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Midnight Sun, B, Everything Everything, C, 5 Feet Apart, or D, If I Stay.
If I Stay.
That is incorrect. Going over to Anthony for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Midnight Sun, B, Everything Everything, C, 5 Feet Apart, or D, If I Stay?
Pretty sure it's A or B. Everything, everything.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. All right, Tony, your next question. Who directed Whip It?
Drew Barrymore.
That's correct for 2 points. Tony, is your penultimate question. What profession does Cher's father have in Clueless?
He's a lawyer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your final question. Coming to page 16, Tony. In The Breakfast Club, John tells a story where he got what for Christmas?
Fuck.
5, 4, 3.
Multiple
2.
choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, a gun, B, a knife, C, a beer, or D, cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes is correct for 1 point. With that, Tony ending his turn off with 10. Well, Anthony in the steal is going to score up to 11. With that, we'll move on to round number 3, which is our patented Pick Your Poison round, in which our competitors had been given categories before the match, and they will be able to answer questions at the 1, 2, 3, and 4-point values, and they'll be able to pick from these questions, and we will go until we either run out of questions or one player has been mathematically eliminated. Your categories for tonight are Oscars, horror, westerns, coming of age/teen, biopics, crime, family, and classics. Our competitor's going to pick what they would like to answer from, and then hopefully we come back. All right, we're back. Our competitors have picked their questions, and as I said before, we're going to go until we run out or until one player is mathematically eliminated. Because Tony is behind, we'll be starting with him, and he has chosen his 1-pointer in the category of classics. Your question, Tony.
Oh, that's mine, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I asked Tony his questions.
Oh.
Right. So, Tony, your 1-point question in the category of classics. Who directed Treasure of the Sierra Madre?
John Huston.
That is correct for 1 point. Sorry, Mark.
It's okay. But since we're tied up, Anthony, going over to your 1-pointer and biopics, unless Koho's coming in here to read these biopics. Who directed Rush?
Oh, crap.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Steven Soderbergh. I don't know.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
We're looking for Ron Howard.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. Because we're tied. Same amount of question. We'll go back over to Tony.
All right. So, Tony, your 2-point question in the category of crime. Who plays the criminal Bats in Baby Driver?
Jamie Foxx.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right. And with that, we'll go back over to Anthony. His 2-pointer in coming of age / teen. Your question. Anthony Michael Hall, Ian Mitchell Smith. I'll just start over. Anthony Michael Hall, Ian Mitchell Smith, and Kelly LeBrock all star in what 80s teen film?
Try that again. A couple of them are that. Oh.
5, 4,
Weird Science?
3. That is correct for 2 points. With that,
Yep.
back over to Tony.
Back over to Tony for his 3-point question in the category of biopics, which is, what instrument does Mr. Rogers play in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood?
The piano.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right. With that, back over to Anthony for his 3-pointer and family. Your question. In The Princess Bride, the man who killed Inigo Montoya's father had what distinct physical feature?
He had 6 fingers.
No hesitation. That is correct for 3 more points. And we are all tied up going into both competitors' 4-point questions.
Jesus.
Right. So back over to Tony for his 4-point question in the category of Oscars, which is, who is the only person to be nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor for the same film?
Barry Fitzgerald.
That is correct for 4 big points.
Who the hell is that?
All right, everybody. Here's a situation that we're in.
Ugh.
There's 1 question left. Going to Anthony's 4-pointer, which would be in
Yay.
horror. If he gets this right, we'll be all tied up. We'll be going into sudden death. If he gets this wrong, Tony will win the match. So, Anthony,
Good luck, Anthony.
you're
Thanks.
a 4-pointer. In what 90s horror film will you find the fictional town of Hobbs End?
Mm. Is that it?
5, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. In what 90s horror film will you find the fictional town of Hobbs End?
Mm. I only have one movie in my mind, and if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I know. Yeah,
3,
I know what you did last summer.
2. And your winner, Tony Durso. The correct answer was In the Mouth of Madness.
Okay, wasn't getting that. I don't feel bad.
And with that taken away, Tony, will be started with post-match interviews. Unfortunately, second place finisher Anthony, and you're bringing your manager Will. Anthony, yeah, you took it to the wire, and even though, I feel like not to say, but I feel like we get the same show like every time, you're in a match. You're
Really?
I don't know, I'm not that good. Whatever, all this talk, and then you put up a really good game and take a good competitor to the wire, or you win in fantastic match. And you know what? That's exactly what we got here today. I think you played really well. You didn't hit the 4-point. You hit that 4-pointer. We're going into extra innings. So, how do you feel about your performance today?
I mean, I had a lead after 2, which I didn't expect. Honestly, I came into this match just hoping to make Tony answer a round 3 question. I didn't want to get TKO'd. That was my goal. I made him hit his 4. I've never heard of that person in my life that he just knew, so he's better at that. I just didn't know Hop's End. I actually would have been more upset if I hit that and missed a 1-point director question to make us go to sudden death, in which I would have eventually lost. That would have pissed me off more. But Tony's a great player. Like he deserves to go on in this tournament. He deserves to keep moving along. And now he's got a match under his belt. I expect him to do really well in the next match. I feel good. I tied him in 1. I had a little bit of a lead. I should have done better in comic book movies, but I second guessed myself on the first one. So it is what it is. But feel good. I'll get another match at some point and do the exact same thing. I'll go to the last question and I'll lose, and my record will stay awful, but I will be the closest bad record person you could possibly find, I think.
I think you're being too hard on yourself, but whatever. Honestly, Anthony, you played a great game. You did. This is the best I've seen you play in a long time. So don't hang your head on this one.
No, I'm not. I'm keeping it up.
I'm going to ask you very quietly, since Will's family is apparently asleep. Who would you like to play in your next match?
I've wanted this match for about 1.5 years now, and I think he's still backstage. I want to play Koho in this. I've played him in every other league that exists, and I want him in this one. I think we have pretty similar records. He might be a little above me, but he's fun to play, and I've played him in everything, and I want to play him in here. That's what I want.
Alrighty, well, we'll see what we can do about that. But till next time, we'll see you, Will. See you, Anthony. Oh, what? Bye, Will. And bring in Tony, Manager Jake. Tony, you know what you said? Probably be a little bit rusty, and yet maybe that was, maybe a little bit there. Round 1, I guess you still put up 20 points. You still beat a good competitor. You still came out victorious. But overall, how do you feel about?
I mean, I actually feel really good. I mean, because in all honesty, I was like, no bullshit. I was worried about this match because 1, Anthony is a lot better than he gives himself credit for. 2, like you guys talked about earlier, he came really close to beating Ryan and played really well. And like I said, I haven't had a match in about 8 or 9 months. So I was pretty worried. And this is the first time I've actually gone into round 3 down and have won. So, and the first time I've gotten all 10 points in a singles match. So it actually feels good on that front. So.
Yeah, I think the thing that I liked about this match for you the most is you got better every round. I think maybe some of that rust was showing up a little bit in round 1, particularly that first question with the AI thing. But I think you got better as the match went along, and I think this should give you some confidence going into round 2 now that you're back in and you've got a little bit of match play under your belt. That I think you can make a run in this tournament, because if this is Tony rusty, then imagine when he's locked in. I think some people are going to have some real trouble with him.
Yeah, and with that, we unfortunately do not have who you're going to play next. But is there anybody that you're itching or you're pining to face? Like anybody you just want to get your hands on?
I will say this.
I'll take a title shot. I mean, I'm just saying.
That would be great. Unfortunately, only one person here has a free one. But normally I don't advocate faction on faction crime, but it would be so much fun. Kaiser was originally supposed to be here to manage Anthony, and he was going to say very mean things to his team partner. I kind of want to give him that chance. That would be great. If the seating works out that way, I won't give away whether I know that or not, but that would be really fun. If that ever could happen.
Well, we'll try to make that happen. I'm pretty sure Dylan won't be available for that match. So we'll see you, Jake. See you, Tony. Dylan. Fireworks, I think, every time we're on decks together. And this match is no different.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Yeah, Anthony, I feel like is one of those players where he's like, whenever he's in a match, it's always like a great match, like always right down to the wire. Like either he's, like you said, either he's putting on a fantastic performance, or they're both putting on a great performance, and it's like right down to the wire. But yeah, I think it's this is like the second match in a row where someone had to score 20 points or higher to beat him. So I think that's very impressive. And Tony played great. 10 points in round 3, fantastic. Like obviously great strategy that I think there with picking, but peek behind the curtain, they were like, it took them a little bit to decide what categories they were going to pick, and it turned out well for them. They got all 4 questions right in round 3. So great stuff. I'm excited to see what Tony does in his next match.
Same here. Well, that will end off another episode for us, another notch in our Summer Series tournament. Saying goodbye for now. Say thank you to our competitors, Tony Durso and Anthony Tisdall, as well as our managers, Jake Meltzer and Will Cohen. And thank you, everybody here in Multiplex, for keeping this show on the road and bringing great content. But with that, this is Dylan Vanthine. I'm Mark Brzakala. See you guys later, and be well.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a minute.
Bye-bye.